A serene suburban street awakens under the Australian sun. The Beaumont home radiates order and calm. Inside, the Beaumont children, Jane, Arnna, and Grant, bubble with anticipation, preparing for a carefree day at the beach. Laughter echoes through the house as they gather their colorful beach essentials, ready to embrace the sun and surf. The Beaumont children step out, their joyful energy filling the quiet street, promising a day of sun-kissed adventures and salty breezes. In the bright kitchen, Nancy Beaumont stands at the counter, bathed in sunlight, preparing sandwiches with practiced movements. Sunlight fills the Beaumont kitchen, highlighting every detail as Nancy carefully packs the sandwiches. She packs the sandwiches, her expression softening with maternal care. "Now, you two be good," Nancy says, her voice laced with affection. "And make sure you're back before lunchtime." Her eyes reflect a silent wish for their safety and swift return. Under the bright morning sun, a group of children happily stroll down the street, their laughter echoing with anticipation. The children's excitement bubbles as they head towards the bus stop, their chatter filling the air with the promise of a day at the beach. Their voices mingle, creating a symphony of youthful energy as they approach their awaited ride. A friendly milkman, a beacon of warmth, offers a cheerful wave, adding to the idyllic scene. The children respond with glee, their faces lighting up as they acknowledge the kind gesture. Their joyous interaction encapsulates the simple pleasures of a carefree morning, setting the stage for an unforgettable day, bathed in the gentle morning light. The bus stop buzzes with the excited chatter of families and children. The familiar rumble of the yellow school bus breaks through the morning calm as it pulls to a hissing halt. The bus doors swing open with a welcoming sigh, inviting the eager children to embark on their day's journey. Backpacks bouncing, the children eagerly climb aboard, their laughter echoing with anticipation. A woman stands at the bus stop, her warm smile a beacon as the children wave goodbye, their hearts full of hope. Glenelg Beach bursts with life. Vibrant umbrellas and joyous families adorn the golden sands. The air vibrates with laughter as children frolic, their voices mingling with the ocean's rhythmic pulse. Amidst the cheerful chaos, Jane wades into the cool blue ocean. Arnna follows Jane, splashing playfully as they venture deeper into the refreshing waves. Grant joins them, diving headfirst into the crisp, inviting water, completing their trio of seaside revelry. Under the warm afternoon sun, a tall, blond man approaches the Beaumont children on the golden sands of Glenelg Beach. The children look up, their faces alight with innocent curiosity. He gestures towards a nearby vendor, a subtle invitation hanging in the air. The vendor stands ready, his face weathered by the sun and countless transactions. The man buys snacks for the children, a gesture of kindness that belies a darker intent. The children accept the treats, their smiles masking the tragic fate that awaits them. As the afternoon sun stretches long shadows across the bus stop, anxiety mounts as the expected return time of the children slips away. A knot of worry tightens in Nancy Beaumont's stomach as each passing moment confirms her growing fears. The children are not here. The empty bus stop looms starkly against the fading daylight, and the silence amplifies Nancy's rising panic. Nancy's heart pounds with dread as the realization dawns. Something is terribly wrong, and her children are missing. Inside the Beaumont home, Nancy is standing rigid, her silhouette framed against the window's light. An untouched packed lunch sits forlornly on the table, a symbol of her mounting worry. Nancy's eyes reflect a storm of emotions as she stares intently. Each moment stretches into an eternity, amplifying Nancy's growing anxiety. The untouched lunch remains a silent testament to her preoccupied state. Nancy continues to stare fixedly, lost in her thoughts, the world outside fading into a blur. Streetlights flicker to life as shadows lengthen, casting a pall over the dusk-shrouded street. The Beaumont children have vanished. Nancy and Jim Beaumont emerge, their faces canvases of raw worry, embarking on a desperate search through the neighborhood. Nancy's voice cracks with anguish as she calls out, "Elizabeth! Grant!" Jim's heart pounds as he echoes her plea, his voice strained. Where are you? The couple's desperate cries hang in the air, unanswered, as the encroaching darkness deepens their despair. Each shadow seems to mock their hope, each flicker of light a cruel reminder of their children's absence. Under the stark hum of fluorescent lights, Jim and Nancy Beaumont face the cold reality of their children's disappearance. Jim's voice trembles as he utters the chilling words, "They're just gone. We can't find them anywhere." Nancy Beaumont, her voice laced with desperation, echoes his fear. "We've looked everywhere. Their rooms, the park, their friends' houses." The police officer leans forward, a grave expression on his face. "We understand your concern, Mr. and Mrs. Beaumont. We'll do everything we can to find your children. Can you give me a description?" Glenelg Beach transforms into a scene of desperate searching as police and volunteers comb the area. Each footprint in the sand becomes a focus of intense scrutiny in the search for answers. The air hangs heavy with anxiety as the search extends beyond the shore, encompassing every possible corner. The relentless search intensifies, mirroring the growing desperation of those involved. The Beaumont home becomes the epicenter of a media frenzy. Cameras flash and reporters swarm, each desperate to capture a piece of the unfolding drama. Microphones thrust forward like weapons. Voices clamor for attention as reporters try to unearth the secrets hidden within the walls of the Beaumont home. The lawn, once a symbol of suburban tranquility, now bears the weight of countless footsteps, each leaving an indelible mark on the Beaumont family's story. In the relentless glare of the media spotlight, the Beaumont home stands as a silent witness, its secrets waiting to be revealed. In the Beaumont home, silence reigns as Jim and Nancy sit, their figures stark against the encroaching shadows. Grief permeates the air, a suffocating presence that distorts the familiar comfort of their home. The rooms echo with absence, each corner a chilling reminder of what has been lost. An unsettling cold settles in, amplifying the emptiness that now defines their world. Weeks later, the interrogation room buzzes with a grim routine, detectives facing an endless parade of faces. Each new witness brings a fleeting glimmer of hope, a potential breakthrough shimmering just out of reach. But hope fades with each fruitless interview, leaving behind a heavy residue of frustration and unanswered questions. The room shrinks, the air thickens with the weight of each passing day, each dead end a suffocating blow. The interrogation room stands as a stark testament to the relentless pursuit of truth, each failure deepening the shadows. Glenelg Beach, once bustling, now stands quieter, bearing the weight of time and fading hope. The relentless sea whispers tales of the missing Beaumont children. Posters, weathered by sun and sea, serve as haunting reminders of a search that has waned but not ended. The posters act as silent sentinels, guarding memories amidst the vast expanse of sand and sky. Each grain of sand seems to hold a fragment of the story, echoing the profound loss. The beach whispers of a case that time could not bury, and hope struggles to survive. Years etched onto their faces, Jim and Nancy stand as time's unwilling monuments. In the stillness of night, their eyes reflect a fragile hope, flickering against the encroaching shadows. Their home bears witness to endless nights of silent longing. Each passing year only deepens the lines of worry etched on their faces. Yet, their bond remains unyielding. Years of unspoken dread hang heavy as the Beaumonts enter the dimly lit psychic's office. Incense fills the air, masking the desperation that clings to every corner of the room. Across the table, the psychic's knowing smirk promises answers, but her eyes betray a glint of something darker. Tarot cards lie scattered across a velvet cloth, each one a symbol of hope and deception. The psychic leans forward, her voice a hushed whisper promising solace, yet hinting at hidden costs. The Beaumonts exchange a look, a silent question passing between them. Is this salvation or another trap? Decades later, a dig site buzzes with activity as police begin excavating, fueled by new leads. The media descends, cameras flashing, their murmurs weaving through the air as they document the unfolding scene. Behind the stark yellow tape, The community gathers, their faces a canvas of hope and deep-seated apprehension. Hours crawl by, each moment stretching into an eternity as the excavators continue their grim task. The earth yields nothing, and the fragile hope that once flickered begins to wane, extinguished by the harsh reality. Despair settles over the community, the renewed sense of loss heavy in the air as the dig concludes without answers. In the dim light of their home, Jim and Nancy are sitting together, the silence amplifying the weight of years. Scattered across the coffee table, old photographs capture fleeting moments of their children's vanished lives. The air hangs heavy with unspoken grief, a constant reminder of their profound loss. Nancy's eyes are fixed on a photograph, a faint glimmer of a smile touching her lips. Decades have passed, yet the ache of their absence remains a palpable presence in the room. In the quiet stillness, they share a silent, enduring bond forged in love and loss. Glenelg Beach pulses with life and laughter under the bright sun, yet a shadow of the past darkens the sand. The relentless waves crash against the shore, each surge a haunting echo of a mystery unsolved. Sunlight dances on the water, casting an ethereal glow over the beach, as if the very air remembers the lost children. Despite the joy and activity, a subtle sense of unease lingers, a reminder of the unanswered questions buried beneath the vibrant surface. In the heart of the police archives, a lone detective battles the ghosts of the past, surrounded by towering stacks of unsolved case files. Under the cold hum of fluorescent lights, shadows dance across crime scene photos, each a silent testament to Beaumont's enduring mystery. The detective pores over witness statements, their face etched with the weight of unfulfilled justice. The detective's gaze lingers on suspect profiles, each page a step deeper into a labyrinth of unanswered questions and lingering doubts. Dust hangs thick in the air of the Beaumont family home, untouched by time. The room stands silent, a haunting echo of absence. On the wall, a child's drawing remains, faded but still clinging to the past. Each object whispers stories of laughter and tears, now lost to time. A poignant reminder of what was and what can never be again. The Beaumont home stands as a silent monument to a life interrupted. Under the open sky, a memorial stands in silent tribute to the Beaumont children, a somber reminder of loss. Fresh flowers grace the memorial, tokens of remembrance from those who keep the Beaumont children in their hearts. Each bloom whispers unspoken stories of lives cut short, their fragrance a poignant echo of what could have been. Sunlight filters through the leaves of nearby trees, casting shadows that dance upon the memorial, as if the very air mourns. A gentle breeze rustles through the cemetery, carrying the scent of earth and blossoms, a subtle symphony of life and loss. In this quiet corner of the cemetery, the Beaumont children are not forgotten, their memory carried on the wings of love and remembrance. The new studio buzzes with a hushed intensity, its bright lights casting a stark contrast against the gravity of the story. Chloe's composed demeanor barely conceals the deep sorrow etched upon her face as she prepares to deliver the somber news. With a heavy heart, Chloe speaks. And still, decades later, the Beaumont case remains a haunting chapter in Australian history. The studio screens flicker with images of loss, amplifying the unsettling silence that fills the room. Chloe's voice trembles with a mix of sorrow and resolve as she concludes. The disappearance continues to impact our society, a stark reminder of vulnerability and loss. The setting sun bathes Glenelg Beach in a golden glow, painting long shadows across the sand. Waves gently lap the shore, their rhythm a mournful echo of secrets buried deep. The beach stretches out, a silent witness to the haunting mystery of the Beaumont children. A lone seagull cries overhead, its call a lament for innocence lost on these very sands. The sun dips below the horizon, leaving behind a lingering sense of unease and unanswered questions.